Hi friends, good morning. Next video from Dhruva Edutainment and Vidu classes. Friends, this is LQ, long answer question friends, 8 marks question from unit 2 of intermediate first year zoology. From which chapter friends? From structural organization in animals. Next friends, see the question friends. Describe the various types of connective tissue proper with suitable examples. Friends, connective tissue proper. See friends, animal tissues are of 4 types friends. Epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Here you have to write about connective tissue proper. Connective tissue is of 3 types friends. Connective tissue proper, skeletal connective tissue and fluid connective tissue. Out of these 3 you have to write only connective tissue proper. Okay friends. Now come to our answer friends. See friends, connective tissue proper is a type of connective tissue friends. It is a type of connective tissue friends. You know connective tissues are of 3 types friends. Connective tissue proper, skeletal connective tissue and fluid connective tissue. So because of that what we are saying, it is one type of connective tissue. See friends, connective tissue or connective tissue proper, all connective tissues friends are mesodermal in origin. So connective tissue proper is also mesodermal in origin. It is mesodermal in origin. This connective tissue supports and binds other tissues and organs of the body. Friends, this connective tissue supports and binds other tissues and organs of the body. Here this point is important friends. This connective tissue proper has more matrix than cells. Friends, connective tissue proper has more matrix than cells. Friends, what is matrix? It is extracellular substance or it is ground substance. It is in between cells friends. So connective tissue proper has more matrix than cells. Okay friends, now matrix is also called as extracellular substance. It is non-living friends, but cells are living friends. Matrix is non-living, but connective tissue cells or connective tissue proper cells are living. This connective tissue proper also has fibers. These fibers are distributed in the matrix friends, not in the cells friends it is, sorry. This connective tissue proper has fibers. These fibers are distributed in the matrix. Okay friends. Now this connective tissue is of 2 types friends. Now you see, please concentrate on this. Connective tissue proper is of 2 types friends. One is loose connective tissue and the one is dense connective tissue. Friends, connective tissue proper is of 2 types. How many types of connective tissue proper is there friends? 2 types. What are those 2? One is loose connective tissue and the one is dense connective tissue. Friends, you have to concentrate on the words loose and dense. One is loose connective tissue proper and another one is dense connective tissue proper. Friends, here we are using connective tissue. Okay, loose connective tissue proper it is CTP, dense connective tissue proper. Now these loose and dense connective tissue proper further divide into 3 types. Each one, come to loose connective tissue friends, it is of 3 types. What are they friends? Areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, reticular connective tissue. Friends, loose connective tissue is of 3 types. Areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, reticular connective tissue. Come to dense connective tissue proper friends. It is also 3 types. What are they friends? dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue, and elastic connective tissue. Friends, dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue, and elastic connective tissue. Friends, in addition to these 6, you have to remember one more, friends. It is not there in the classification. That is mucoid connective tissue or embryonic connective tissue. We will discuss about this last, friends. Okay? Now, come to difference between loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue, friends. First, you have to know why should we call it as loose and why should we call it as dense connective tissue. See, friends, loose connective tissue has more matrix and less fibers. Loose connective tissue has more matrix. You know, friends, matrix means extracellular substance. It has more matrix and less fibers, whereas dense connective tissue has less matrix and more fibers. See, friends, more matrix and less fibers, less matrix and more fibers. Next, friends, in loose connective tissue, cells and fibers are loosely arranged. Friends, see, the name itself indicates, friends, in loose connective tissue cells and fibers are loosely arranged. Here, see, friends, in dense connective tissue, cells and fibers are closely arranged or compactly arranged or densely arranged. Next, friends, loose connective tissue is of 3 types. What are they, friends? You know it: areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, and reticular connective tissue. At the same time, dense connective tissue is of also 3 types, friends. What are they? Dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue, and elastic connective tissue. Okay, friends? Now we'll come to the one by one. We'll take one by one, friends. Come to loose connective tissue, friends. You know, friends, what is loose connective tissue, friends? Already you know the characters. It has more matrix and less fibers. Here, cells and fibers are loosely arranged. It is of 3 types. Loose connective tissue is of 3 types, friends. What are they, friends? Areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, and reticular connective tissue. Okay, friends. Now we'll take one by one, friends. First, you take areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue. Friends, areola. Here you have to remember one word. Areola means open space. Areola means what, friends? Open space. Why it is named so as areolar connective tissue? Areola means what, friends? Open space or cavity. Okay, friends. Now see, friends, areolar connective tissue, the empty space between the fibers give the name areolar. See here, fibers, in between fibers there is an empty place, friends. Because of that we are calling it as, friends, areolar. What is areolar means, friends? The empty space between the fibers is called as areolar. Because of that we are calling it as areolar connective tissue. Friends, it is the most abundant connective tissue. Out of all connective tissues, the most abundant connective tissue is areolar connective tissue, friends. It provides, what is the function of areolar connective tissue, friends? It provides cushioning. Friends, you know cushion. Cushion provides protection to many organs and tissues of the body. It provides protection. It provides cushioning to whom, friends? To many organs and tissues of the body. One more, friends, it is also called as packing tissue. This is neat question, friends. It forms a packing tissue. It forms a packing tissue, friends. It has, areolar connective tissue has what, friends? Cells, fibers, and empty spaces. You know, empty spaces are called as areola. Because of that we are calling it as areolar connective tissue. This areolar connective tissue has what, friends? Cells and fibers. Cells and fibers and spaces. What are spaces? They are present in between fibers. But here you would remember cells and fibers. Okay, friends. Now come to cells of areolar connective tissue. Friends, cells of areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue has 5 types of cells, friends. Friends, APFMM, you have to remember, friends. APFMM, that is trick, friends. APFMM. What are those 5, friends? A stands for adipocytes, P for plasma cells, F for fibrocytes, M for macrophages, and last M for mast cells. So connective tissue proper has 5 types of cells. What are the friends? Adipocytes, plasma cells, fibroblasts, mast cells and macrophages. Once again friends, name the cells of areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue has 5 types of cells. What are they? Adipocytes, plasma cells, fibroblasts, mast cells and macrophages. Okay friends, now let's take one by one friends. First you see what are adipocytes. You know friends, adipocytes are the cells. You know friends, adipose tissue, it stores fats. So adipocytes store fats friends. It is a reserve food. Okay, adipocytes store fats. Next come to plasma cells. Very very important friends. Plasma cells. These are modified B lymphocytes. Friends, you know lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are one type of white blood cells. Okay, we have 2 types of lymphocytes, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. So plasma cells are modified B lymphocytes. This is neat question friends. They produce antibodies. They produce specific antibodies for specific antigen friends. So what are plasma cells? Plasma cells are modified B lymphocytes. B lymphocytes are a type of lymphocytes. Lymphocytes are white blood cells. These lymphocytes are 2 types, B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. So plasma cells are modified B lymphocytes. What is their function friends? They produce antibodies. B lymphocytes produce what friends? Antibodies. Now come to fibroblasts friends. 3rd type of cells. They secrete fibers. The name itself indicates friends. Fibroblasts, they secrete fibers. These are most common cells of areolar tissue. The most common cells of the areolar tissue are what friends? Fibroblasts. Next, very very important friends, fibrocytes are inactive fibroblasts. Friends, fibroblasts secrete fibers. But in addition to fibroblast, areolar connective tissue also has fibrocytes. They are inactive fibroblasts. Okay friends, that is about the fibroblast. Now come to mast cells friends. Another very very important cell friends. We have a 2 marks question also friends on the mast cells. These are modified basophils. See friends, basophils are also one type of WBC. Okay friends, mast cells are modified basophils. Very very important friends. They secrete 4 substances: heparin, histamine, bradykinin and serotonin. Friends, heparin, histamine, serotonin and bradykinin. Once again friends, heparin, histamine, serotonin and bradykinin. Once again friends, mast cells are modified basophils. Basophils are one type of WBC. These mast cells secrete 4 substances: heparin, histamine, bradykinin and serotonin. Friends, this is BST. You have a 2 marks question. Name the substances secreted by mast cells. You have to write what friends? Heparin, histamine, bradykinin and serotonin. Now we'll take the function of these substances friends. See friends, heparin is an anticoagulant. Friends, anticoagulant. Coagulation means blood clotting. Anti means it acts against the blood clotting. So heparin prevents the blood clotting. It is a natural anticoagulant. Heparin is an anticoagulant, means it prevents the blood clotting inside the blood vessels. Now see friends, histamine and bradykinin are vasodilators. Friends, vaso indicates blood vessel. Histamine and bradykinin are vasodilators. See friends, what is the function of vasodilators? Vasodilators cause inflammation. You know friends, inflammation, swelling. Inflammation in response to injury and infection. So histamine and bradykinin are vasodilators. These vasodilators cause inflammation in response to what friends? injury or infection, injury and infection. And also decrease blood pressure, friends. Vasodilators also decrease blood pressure. Okay, friends. Last one, friends. Serotonin, it is a vasoconstrictor. Friends, histamine and bradykinin are vasodilators. They increase the diameter of the blood vessels, whereas serotonin is a vasoconstrictor. It decreases the diameter of the blood vessel. Okay, friends. It helps in the contraction of the blood vessels. Okay. Once again, friends, mast cells secrete 4 substances. Heparin, it is an anticoagulant. Histamine and bradykinin are vasodilators. Serotonin is a vasoconstrictor. Okay, friends. That is about the 4th cell of the areolar connective tissue. Next, friends, come to macrophages. See, friends, macro means large, phages means eat. These are also one type of white blood cells, friends. They eat other cells. They engulf other cells like phagocytes. These are also phagocytic, friends. See, friends, these are modified monocytes. See, friends, modified monocytes. What are monocytes? Monocytes are also WBC. Friends, monocytes are also WBC. These are modified monocytes. What is their shape, friends? Amoeboid shaped cells. They are phagocytic in function. Friends, phagocytic. They eat other cells and acts as internal scavengers. You know, friends, they eat worn out cells, dead cells, infected cells. Okay? So they clean the internal body parts. So because of that, what we are saying, they act as internal scavengers. These macrophages are 2 types. Very, very important, friends. These macrophages are 2 types. What are they? Tissued macrophages and wandering macrophages. Friends, tissue fixed macrophages. Friends, tissue fixed macrophages. See, friends, they are present in the cells. They are present in the tissues. They can't move. They act as what, friends? Checking point, or they protect the tissues from foreign particles. So they won't move from that particular tissue, friends. So they are fixed macrophages of connective tissue are called as histiocytes, friends. Here they have a specific name. In addition to that, for NEET and MCET, various tissues have various fixed macrophages. See, friends, liver cells, Kupffer cells are the fixed macrophages. In brain, microglial cells are the fixed macrophages. In bone, osteoblasts. In synovial fluid, synovial cell. In kidney, mesangial cells. Friends, these are what, friends? Fixed macrophages. Now come to wandering macrophages. Friends, what are wandering macrophages? Also called non-fixed macrophages. These wandering macrophages, they move from blood to infected areas, and they kill or they engulf those microorganisms. So because of that, what we are calling wandering macrophages. Wandering, they move from one place to other place, whereas fixed macrophages, they won't move from one place to other place. Okay, friends. See, friends, NEET and MCET, what is meant by fixed macrophages? Means a macrophage that leaves the blood and migrate to infected tissues. Please don't write this yellowish one in your IPE, friends. This is for NEET and MCET only. Okay, friends. Now come to fibers of areolar tissue. As of now, we discussed about cells of areolar tissue, friends. How many cells are there? 5 types of cells are there. What are they? Adipocytes, plasma cells, fibroblasts, mast cells, and macrophages. Next, friends, come to fibers of areolar tissue. Areolar tissue has 3 types of fibers, friends. It has 3 types of fibers. What are they? Collagen fibers, elastic fibers, and reticular fibers. Friends, collagen fibers, elastic fibers, and reticular fibers. Now see, friends, we'll take one by one. First we take collagen fibers, friends. This is important, friends. Collagen fibers. Whenever you hear the word collagen, these are the common character either in the connective tissue or in the cartilage, friends. Collagen fibers are white in color. They have a protein. What is that, friends? Collagen. They are made up of a protein, that is collagen. These are unbranched fibers. Collagen fibers are unbranched fibers and they occur in bundles, friends. Collagen fibers are white in color. They have a protein, that collagen. They occur in bundles and they are strong fibers. They are stretch resistant fibers. They don't have elasticity. Okay friends, once again friends, areolar connective tissue has three types of fibers: collagen fibers, elastin fibers and reticular fibers. What are the characters of collagen fibers, friends? White in color. They have a protein, that is collagen. They are unbranched fibers. They occur in bundles. They are strong fibers. They are stretch resistant fibers. Okay friends, next we go to elastic fibers, friends. See friends, elastic fibers, yellow elastic fibers, friends, they are called as. So what is their color? They are yellow in color. They have a protein. What is that? Elastin protein. These are branched fibers. See friends, collagen proteins, collagen fibers are unbranched. They have a collagen. Here, these are branched fibers. These are elastic in nature. Once again friends, elastic fibers, what is the color of the elastic fibers? Yellowish in color. What type of protein they have? Elastin protein. These are branched fibers and they are elastic in nature. Okay friends, now last one, see friends, reticular. You know friends, reticulum means net-like. You have to remember it friends, reticulum, they form a net-like, interconnecting net-like structure. These are white in color like collagen fibers. Friends, reticular fibers resemble collagen fibers. These are white in color. They have a protein, that is collagen. These are thin fibers. But last character is important, friends. They form a network, that is reticulum. Once again, friends, the third type of fibers are what? Reticular fibers. These are white in color like collagen fibers. They have a protein, that is collagen. These are thin fibers, but they form what, friends? They form a network or reticulum. Because of that, we are calling them as reticular fibers. Okay, friends. These are the fibers of the areolar connective tissue. How many types are there, friends? Three types: collagen fibers, elastin fibers, and reticular fibers. Okay, friends. Now, see, friends, this is the areolar connective tissue. See, friends, reticular fibers, adipocyte, mesenchymal cells, elastic fibers, collagen fibers, fibroblasts, and macrophages. So it has all types of cells and all types of fibers. That is the important character of a areolar connective tissue. Areolar connective tissue is the first type of the connective tissue proper, friends. Okay, friends. See, friends, one more image. Macrophages, fibroblasts, and collagen fibers. Mast cells. Okay, friends. Now come to the next type. Second type of areolar connective tissue. What is that, friends? Adipose tissue. Adipose tissue, it stores fats, friends. Adipose tissue stores fats. It has adipocytes and few fibers, cells, friends. The adipose tissue, the cells of adipose tissue is called as adipocytes. The cells of adipose tissue are called as what, friends? Adipocytes. And this adipose tissue has cells, that is adipocytes, and few fibers. It has more adipocytes and few fibers, friends. It is a fat storing cells. What are adipocytes? Adipocytes are fat storing cells. They store fats, friends. These adipose tissues of two types, friends. We have one VSQ, friends, one more VSQ. Write difference between brown fat and white fat. Friends, here you have to learn, friends. Adipose tissue of two types. What are they, friends? White adipose tissue and brown adipose tissue. Friends, white adipose tissue and brown adipose tissue. See, friends, what is the difference between these two? White adipose tissue, white in color. It is predominant in adults. It has, or its adipocytes has, single large lipid droplet. The adipocytes of white adipose tissue has only single large lipid droplet. Because of we are calling it as what, friends? Monolocular. Next friends, these are metabolically less active and it is less vascular, it is less blood supply. So friends, white adipose tissue is a bad tissue, bad fat. Come to brown adipose tissue friends, it is a good fat. Brown in color, it is predominant in fetus and infants. Friends, it is predominant in fetus and infants. Here the adipocytes of brown adipose tissue, BAT, has number of multilocular, number of lipid droplets, small number of lipid droplets. So it is called as what friends? Multilocular. It is metabolically very active. Friends, it is more vascular, hence it is brown in color. Already you read this difference between brown fat and white fat in VSQ friends, very short question. Okay, once you recall that answer friends, white adipose tissue, brown adipose tissue, VAT, white adipose tissue, BAT, brown adipose tissue. Okay friends, this is about the difference between white adipose tissue and brown adipose tissue friends. That is about the adipose tissue. Come to functions of adipose tissue friends. See friends, functions of adipose tissue. It acts as thermal insulation, heat insulator. It acts as heat insulator. Means it won't allow the heat go out or go in friends. It won't allow the heat go out from the body or go into the body. Okay friends, see friends. Blubber acts as thermal insulator. Friends, blubber, BLUBBER, very important friends. Blubber acts as thermal insulator. What is blubber friends? The adipose tissue present below the skin of marine mammals is called as blubber. What is blubber friends? The adipose tissue which is present below the skin of mammals, marine mammals, is called as blubber. Once again friends, blubber acts as thermal insulator. What is blubber? Blubber is present in marine mammals like whales and sea cows. It is present below the skin. It is a type of adipose tissue. Once again friends, blubber acts as thermal insulator. The adipose tissue present below the skin of marine mammals is called as blubber. What are marine mammals friends? Whale and sea cows. Whale and sea cows. Okay friends, these two are marine mammals. They have blubber. What is blubber? They have adipose tissue below their skin. What is its function friends? It acts as thermal insulator. It has so many functions friends, but here you have to remember it acts as thermal insulator. Next friends, come to second function of the adipose tissue. What is that friends? The adipose tissue acts as shock absorber. You know friends, shock absorber. Shock absorber means it receives the shocks. Okay friends, now see, in palms friends, in soles and around kidney, in cardiac or in the heart, we have adipose tissue. It acts as shock absorber. So adipose tissue acts as shock absorber where friends? Palms, soles, around kidney, in between cardiomyocytes. Okay friends. Now last one friends, as storage tissue, it stores food friends. See, the excess food is converted into first glycogen, later into fats friends. The fat storage is in which friends? It is in the adipose tissue. See friends, it stores in the form of fats. Example friends, hump of camel. So many animals have hump friends. Here you have to write hump of camel. Hump of camel has what friends? Adipose tissue. It stores what friends? It stores food. So it acts as what friends? Storage tissue. Adipose tissue acts as storage tissue. It stores what? It stores food. These are the functions of the adipose tissue. Okay friends. Now come to last one. That is loose connective tissue has three branches. What are they friends? Areolar, adipose and reticular. Now come to third one friends. Reticular connective tissue friends. It has fibroblasts called reticulocytes or reticular cells. Reticulocytes or reticular cells. See friends, Reticulocytes secrete reticular fibers. You know, friends, already we discussed about this. Reticulocytes secrete reticular cells. You know, friends, reticular fibers are collagen fibers. These are thin and white color fibers. You know it, friends, already we discussed about in the characters of the fibers. Reticular fibers are collagen fibers. They are thin fibers. These fibers form a network, that is reticulum. Now see, friends, example, location. Where do we have reticular tissue? Friends, reticular tissue present in kidneys, friends. See, present in kidneys, liver, spleen, lymph nodes, Peyer's patches, bone marrow. Friends, reticular connective tissue present, or its location is what, friends? Kidney, liver, spleen, lymph nodes, Peyer's patches, bone marrow. In addition to all, you have to remember one more, friends. What is that? It is present in the reticular lamina of the basement membrane. Friends, you know epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue rests on basement membrane. Basement membrane has two layers, friends. One is basal lamina, another one is reticular lamina. Reticular lamina is made up of what, friends? Reticular connective tissue proper. Okay, friends? This is about the reticular tissue. Okay, friends? Now with this we have completed what, friends? We have completed loose connective tissue. Come to dense connective tissue, friends. Dense connective tissue, you know the characters, friends. It has less matrix and more fibers. Dense connective tissue has less matrix and more fibers. Here cells and fibers are closely arranged. Friends, here cells and fibers are closely arranged. See, friends, based on arrangement of fibers, dense connective tissue is of three types. Friends, based on arrangement of fibers, dense connective tissue is of three types. What are they, friends? Dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue, and elastic connective tissue, friends. Dense regular connective tissue, dense irregular connective tissue, and elastic connective tissue. Come to dense regular connective tissue, friends. Dense regular connective tissue has collagen fibers. These collagen fibers are arranged in an order, friends, or parallel to each other in bundles. So dense connective tissue has collagen fibers. These collagen fibers are arranged in the form of a bundle. That bundle has orderly arranged collagen fibers, parallel arranged collagen fibers. So because of that, are regularly arranged collagen fibers. Because of that, what we are saying, friends, it is called as dense regular connective tissue. Now see, friends, location or example, friends, very, very important. You know, tendon, and friends, we have a 2 marks question, tendon and ligament. Tendon is a dense regular connective tissue. It connects what, friends? A skeletal muscle with a bone. Friends, tendon is a dense regular connective tissue. It connects a skeletal muscle with a bone. Next example, friends, ligament. It is a dense regular connective tissue. It connects a bone with another bone. See, friends, aponeurosis. It is a dense regular connective tissue. It is sheet-like tendon, friends, of flat bones like ribs. See, if you see the ribs, friends, above the ribs we have muscle. In between muscles and ribs there is a connective tissue. That is what, friends? Aponeurosis. It is just like tendon, but it is sheet-like. It is flat tendon. You say simply, you say the flat tendon is called as what, friends? Aponeurosis. So for dense connective tissue you have to give 3 examples, friends: tendon, ligament, aponeurosis. We have 2 marks question. What is that, friends? Write difference between tendon and ligament. Okay, friends. Now come to dense irregular connective tissue, friends. Here collagen fibers are arranged irregularly in all directions. In regular connective tissue, they are arranged regularly, parallelly in a sequence, friends. But here they are arranged irregularly in all directions. Because of that we are calling it as dense irregular connective tissue. Now come to location, friends, or example. In which part we have periosteum, friends, outer layer of the bone, endosteum, inner layer of the bone, pericardium, layer of the heart walls, friends, we have so many walls, tricuspid wall, bicuspid wall, semilunar walls. These walls are all made up of what? Dense irregular connective tissue. Next, joint capsule, friends. Joint present between two bones, friends. That capsule is made up of dense irregular connective tissue. Next, friends, deeper part of the dermis of skin. So we have skin, friends. Skin has epidermis and dermis. Deeper part of the dermis also has dense irregular connective tissue. In addition to this, what, friends? Perimysium and epimysium. Friends, what is perimysium? What is epimysium? Epimysium is the connective tissue layer which surround around the muscle. Perimysium, it is a connective tissue layer which is present around the fascicle. So perimysium, epimysium, deeper part of the dermis of the skin, joint capsule, heart valves, pericardium, endosteum and periosteum. In these places we have what, friends? Dense irregular connective tissue. What is dense irregular connective tissue? Here also it has collagen fibers, but these fibers are not arranged in a regular manner. They are arranged in irregular manner in all directions. Because what we are calling it as dense irregular connective tissue. Okay, friends. Next you see, friends, elastic connective tissue. See, friends, elastic, the name itself indicates it has elastic fibers. It has more elastic fibers, friends, but few collagen. This is important, friends. Generally we are thinking that elastic connective tissue means it has only elastic fibers, but it has more elastic fibers but few collagen fibers. Next, friends, what are the characters of elastic fibers? You know the characters of collagen fibers, friends. Once again you see the characters of elastic fibers. They are yellowish in color. They have a protein that is elastin. These are branched fibers. They are elastic in nature. Already you know it, friends. Now, location or example. Where do we have elastic connective tissue, friends? Vocal cords, friends. Vocal cords which produce sound, friends, which are present in the larynx. Next, friends, trachea, windpipe. Next, friends, bronchi and elastic ligaments between vertebrae. Friends, this is very, very important. Generally, ligaments are dense regular connective tissue. What are ligaments? Which connects two bones. But here what we are saying, friends? Elastic ligaments between vertebrae. See, friends, here I have one word, elastic ligaments. Ligaments are made up of dense regular connective tissue, that is collagen fibers. But elastic ligaments are present between vertebrae. These elastic ligaments are made up of what, friends? Elastic connective tissue. Okay, friends, once again, elastic connective tissue is present in vocal cords, trachea, bronchi and elastic ligaments between vertebrae. Okay, friends. Now come to last one, friends. Mucous connective tissue. Friends, actually it is a type of areolar connective tissue, but it is a special connective tissue. It is not present in adults. It is present only in the embryonic stage. Okay, friends. Now see, friends, it is a type of areolar connective tissue. It is present in embryonic stage only. It is also called as embryonic connective tissue, friends, because it is present in the embryonic stage. It is also called as mucous connective tissue, friends. Mucous connective tissue, embryonic connective tissue. Next, friends, here is one important point. Mucous connective tissue present in umbilical cord. You know umbilical cord, friends. Umbilical cord is called as Wharton's jelly. This is for NEET and MCET, friends. The mucous connective tissue which is present in the umbilical cord is called as Wharton's jelly. Friends, this is about connective tissue proper. Describe about connective tissue proper. This is 8 marks question. Long question, essay question. Very, very important question, friends. Okay, friends, once again you see, friends, the chart of the areolar connective tissue. Friends, how many types of connective tissue proper is there, friends? Two types: loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Each one is divided into three types, friends: areolar connective tissue, adipose connective tissue, reticular connective tissue. Next, dense connective tissue is of three types. What are they, friends? Dense regular, dense irregular, and elastic connective tissue. Okay, friends. Thank you. Good day, friends.